I said, yes, we're back, and it's been so long, and we've really missed being here because we've had camera problems, we had wardrobe malfunctions. I was wearing a top where Alexandra said my boobies looked like they were coming out my armpits. Anyway, so they're back now, and everything is, quite a bit has happened. We love YouTube, Alexandra. I mean, we're addicted to getting to the camera and saying stuff and reading stuff and saying, we've got to talk about this, we've got to, and then you write to us, and it's great. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, somebody came from England because of a tennis tournament out here and stayed with us and brought me a Daily Mail. And then when I opened up, I saw, much to my happiness, that Diana and William and Harry were back on page 3 of the Daily Mail, and then right at the back of the paper somewhere there was Charles with Camilla and a fat lip. Camilla trying on a new lipstick or something. Is that? Oh, it's not Camilla. Okay, it's somebody with a plate on her lip, and there's Charles. And the dog and pony show and what. So the people that write to me and say nobody gives a shit, and why don't you shut the fuck up? Yeah, well, people obviously do give a shit, page 3. Because, 12 years later and she's still here. And Charles is where he should be, at the back of the paper. After spending millions, I'm sure, getting this whole fantastic tour together, and, with his 16 staff, where they jetted around the world to talk about global warming. And William was talking about how much he misses his mummy, as I'm sure he does, because we miss her. And it's a very interesting month, because in America right now we have huge issues with trust. Okay, I mean, we no longer can trust our government because our government lies to us continually. And they say things and they lie, and they say they didn't know about things and they know about things. So in this era where you cannot trust, I mean, all I can just say to you, do you trust this man? Do you trust him? No. Well, why would you? He's a lying adulterer. He lied and cheated for practically his whole marriage. He stood in front of the church and the cameras and the world and said he would cherish, love this woman, and he had already two-timed her with another woman that was standing in the church, in the same church, and the night before the wedding. And when he went to the British people and said, oh, once the marriage had irretrievably broken down. Did the marriage irretrievably break down the night before the wedding? I mean, possibly. He's not a person that we can trust. I mean, if you look at history, people who don't study history are destined to repeat it. I mean, look at his uncle. His uncle, Edward VIII, who abdicated, was going to sell out the British people to the Nazis. Okay? He didn't think he was going to abdicate. He thought he was coming back. Okay? He didn't think that Elizabeth was going to, that George was going to, his younger brother, David, Albert, one of them, was going to take over. Because he thought he was coming back when the Nazis came and took over England. He was on his way back. So this man, don't trust him. He'll sell you out. Now, why is Diana so important still, and William? Because I think if you can trust anybody, I think she was a humanitarian. She lived by what she said she would. She cared about people. She used her celebrity to do amazing charitable works and to go to places that other people wouldn't visited. And she threw a spotlight. She knew that if she went places, 300 members of the press would show up. So I think that people still believed her and trust her, and they should. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. And the same thing with William and Harry. And they both talk They walk the walk and talk the talk, and this man just wants to sell you snake oil and detox and God, and there's no validity and truth in, and don't trust this man. Okay, so that's where we are, and I don't know was the, okay, and that's it. So go to my site. You can exercisewithms.com. If you don't have MS, you don't need to look at that, but there's a whole thing about Princess Diana, and I've got loads of pictures, and I'm going to give a percentage of those pictures of Diana, mainly in her younger years, to charities. So they're all framed, they're all mounted, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. Okay, good to talk to you again, and we'll see you hopefully not so long. I mean, you know, quite soon.